concealed behind the Empress, Xiao Tian, was threatened by the Prime Minister's use of a spatial explosion. Today, Prime Minister Liu Outyen sent a letter inviting Prince Xiao Tian to meet at the welfare institution. He mentioned that he had already used special means to discover the identity of the prince as the King of Hell. Shortly after, Xiao Tian arrived at the welfare institution. As soon as he arrived, a group of children joyfully ran towards him. Xiao Tian saw the innocence on the orphans' faces and couldn't help but feel delighted in his heart. Completely discarding the demeanor of a prince, he instantly bonded with these children. At that moment, a little girl looked up and asked, "Can you be our daddy?" Xiao Tian embraced the little girl with one arm, jokingly saying, "This king won't be your adoptive father. I can't afford to raise a group of kids like you. How about being your big brother instead?" The little girl laid her head on Xiao Tian's shoulder, happily declaring, "It's settled then." Other children around them chimed in, "Little swallow, when you come down, I want a brother to hug too." Along the way, various disadvantaged groups looked at the prince with respect. Thanks to Xiao Tian, these disabled and orphan people found a home. In no time, at the welfare institution square, Liu Outyen and his son were already present. Watching Xiao Tian, who was adored by everyone, Liu Outyen couldn't help but sigh. The title of Supreme Soft Meal Celestial Lord, indeed fitting for the person before him. The group of children in the square looked at Liu Outyen and his son, all showing fearful expressions. They knew the person in front was a high-ranking official with substantial influence in the court, and had a long-standing feud with Xiao Tian. Meeting Xiao Tian here today likely concealed some conspiracy. At this moment, Liu Outyen suddenly stood up and tugged at his robe. A black talisman connected to his chest. He then said, "Prince, this talisman is linked to my heart. If I suffer any harm, it will explode. When that happens, none of the children in this welfare institution will be able to escape. Prince, I've brewed tea. Take a look if you want to discuss something with me." Xiao Tian remained silent, just staring at Liu Outyen. Then he gently placed the little girl he was holding down. Waving his hand, he gestured for all the children to move away, to keep a safe distance from the area. He then walked towards Liu Outyen and sat across from him. Picking up the tea that was already prepared, he drank it all in one go. Looking at Liu Outyen disdainfully, he said, "Tea's finished. Let's talk business." Liu Outyen smiled at this point, saying, "My prince, don't you want to know how I figured out that you are the King of Hell?" Xiao Tian waved his hand, indicating he wasn't interested in that. And the only thing he was interested in was, what consequences would there be if I were to kill you right now? Liu Outyen once again revealed the talisman, patiently explaining. This main talisman has 8 sub-talismans, hidden in the 8 directions of the imperial city. If I die, the sub-talismans will explode. At that time, the spatial collapse and chaotic flows will not only bury the entire imperial city, but at least 70% of the citizens will perish along with us.